Hello there, and welcome to Dr. T for today, January the 3rd, 2017. Look at that, I haven't messed up a check yet all this year. Well, honestly though, does anyone ever actually use checks anymore? I can't even think of the last time I needed a check. Aside from maybe when you get a job, you need to present, the void check to get the direct deposit. I don't know. Are there still people that go to the grocery store and are like, let me write you out a check? Maybe there are. I don't know. I picture those people though. If you're, Okay, there we go. If you're at the grocery store and you're paying for your groceries with a check, I almost feel like it's a troll move, You're just like, I'm gonna screw all you bastards in line. Just sitting there like, oh, that'll be 99 cents for your milk. And the person whips out the check pad whoosh, whoosh. Just like kung fu, out comes the pen, just staring right at everybody in the line, just like, oops, I wrote the wrong year. Confetti. I don't think people really use checks. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too used to PayPal and there's so many alternatives that are so much better. But who knows? I'm sure there are still people out there that, do things the olden ways like they did, I don't know, when the pioneers were here. I don't, the 1970s, when gasoline was 5 cents a liter, and oh yeah, that would be 15 cents a gallon or something for the American folks out there. It's weird. Anyways, I don't know why I landed 8 boats for stage 3. As you can see, it worked really well. If you drop 8 boats, if you drop 64 warriors on stage 3 of Dr. T today, oh, I tell you, you can clear it so good, don't you know? I think I was just absentmindedly playing, not really paying attention to what I was doing or thinking, and yeah, so it probably could have gotten away with landing a few fewer. I'm not gonna lie, I probably could have gotten away with as few as, I don't know, 2, maybe even 1. I didn't really look that closely before the attack. I guess it had 200k hit points, which is pretty legit, that's 200k on a stage 3, well, 180, but I'm rounding here, okay? Anyways, and then for stage 4, I kind of tossed down that barrage over on the mines. Not necessarily did I want to take out the cannons, but the cannons died, so it was nice. But don't feel like you've got to spend extra GBE to take out that mortar. I was just like, wow, I just took out 2 cannons accidentally and I damaged that mortar, and then I was like, hey, if I just take out that mortar, I'm not even gonna have to throw a shock over there. Why not? Well, it turns out why not is because it took 2 artilleries instead of 1, and really it didn't gain me much of anything. It would have been a lower level mortar tossing some stuff. Not a big deal. Anyways, so yeah, if you're lower level, don't feel like you need to actually blow those things up. You can just throw a shock over there, and then you don't have to worry about anything at all, and everybody can live happily ever after. And then you can move on to stage 5. And I'm not gonna lie to you, stage 5 today is kinda nasty. At least for the warriors. And when I say stage 5, I mean specifically a stage 5 for someone who would normally be doing stage 5 because they're lower level or something. 370k hit points almost on this HQ. I am rolling through with a little bit of a boost. Oh yeah, full disclosure, I forgot about that. Rocking the boost because of the op attack beforehand. Not even like a full-fledged boost, just boosted troop damage and GBE because, well, you know, GBE to get to the core, troop damage to make sure it actually goes down. And so like I'm kind of coasting through with that bonus over on the warrior attacks, which, don't get me wrong, like, even boosted my troop damage is only 50, which, like, I know there's people rolling around with over 70 unboosted, so my measly 50, including the boost, it may as well be unboosted for some people. Likewise, like, my GBE, I know there are a couple of people in our task force that have as much GBE as I have right now boosted, just completely unboosted, like the people who have gone full offensive statues. So don't worry, you can probably still pull this off if you're not boosted and you just have like better statues, or you know, you're just boosting also because it makes life a little bit easier. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge. Also, on this stage, I totally missed the freaking shock. I was just lucky that the critters were chilling down there, and it was enough to distract the shock launcher. But I actually just noticed that. I was like, oh my goodness, I completely missed that freaking thing. Son of a... So yes, hopefully you guys can clean up those attacks on like 5 and 6 a little bit. You know, make it look like you know what you're doing. Don't replicate exactly what I'm doing, because, you know. And then stage 7 is actually even worse, because I was like, doop-de-doop-de-doo, I've got to get there, and then I'm going to throw some critters and some shocks, and then I'm going to win, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Cool. Absolutely, that will work. However, you know, that sort of thing works really, really well. Even better, some would say, if you pay attention to what actually needs to be shocked. The shock launcher that I'm chilling on right now, I actually, like, I took into account for that shock launcher when I was doing my GBE, but then when I get to the actual throwing of the shocks, I forgot about it somehow, and I end up like throwing my critters, throwing my shocks, and then being like, oh, I've got an extra shock. Well, I'll just throw an extra shock for no reason. Derpfest. Good news is, slightly boosted warriors are more than capable of taking down the base, and you get a nice easy win. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully it's been entertaining, and most importantly, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day.